Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing this headline everywhere. Global war has officially begun. It sounds like something from a Hollywood movie, but many global experts are starting to ask a serious question. Are we slowly moving toward World War III? From rising tensions between the United States and China, to the war in Eastern Europe, to conflicts spreading across the Middle East. The world today feels more unstable than it has in decades. But how close are we really to another world war? Let's break it down. History lesson. To understand today's tensions, we need to look back at history. The first global conflict, World War I, started in 1914 after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. At first, it looked like a regional conflict, but within months, alliances pulled most of the world into war. Just 2 decades later, World War II erupted. That war reshaped the entire planet. More than 70 million people died, and the global power structure changed forever. After that devastation, countries created organizations like the United Nations to prevent another world war. But the question is, has the world really learned its lesson? Rising global tensions. Today, several conflicts around the world are raising concerns among analysts. First is the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. Although the fighting is happening in Eastern Europe, the conflict involves global powers indirectly. The United States and NATO countries provide support to Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russia continues strengthening military partnerships with other countries. While this hasn't turned into a global war yet, it has significantly increased geopolitical tensions. The China-Taiwan situation. Another potential flashpoint is Taiwan. China considers Taiwan part of its territory, but Taiwan operates as a separate democratic government and has strong support from the United States. If China ever decides to take Taiwan by force, the United States could become directly involved. And if that happens, it wouldn't just be a regional conflict. It could pull multiple major powers into the same war. The Middle East factor. The Middle East has also become another area of growing instability. Conflicts involving Israel, Iran, and various armed groups have increased tensions in the region. If a direct confrontation between major regional powers occurs, it could trigger broader international involvement. Historically, conflicts in this region have often drawn global attention and intervention. The nuclear reality. But there is one major difference between today and the early 20th century. Modern nuclear weapons. Countries like the United States, Russia, and China possess thousands of nuclear warheads. A full-scale war between nuclear powers could be catastrophic. In fact, many military strategists believe a large nuclear exchange could threaten the survival of human civilization itself. That's why global leaders tend to avoid direct war with each other. The risks are simply too high. Why World War III hasn't happened yet. Despite all these tensions, there are reasons the world has avoided another world war so far. Global economies are deeply connected. Trade, supply chains, and financial systems link countries together in ways that didn't exist in the past. A large-scale war would damage not just one country, but the entire global economy. Because of this, diplomacy and economic pressure often replace direct military conflict. Conclusion. So, is World War III inevitable? Not necessarily, but the number of global tensions today shows how fragile international stability can be. History reminds us that major wars often begin with smaller conflicts that escalate over time. The real question is whether global leaders can manage these tensions before they spiral out of control. Because if history has taught us anything, it's that peace should never be taken for granted. Ending CTA. What do you think? Do you believe the world is moving toward another global war, or are these fears exaggerated? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more breakdowns on global politics and world events, make sure to subscribe.